Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're talking about Vasanta Pañcamī, a festival that completely floods an entire subcontinent with vibrant yellow to celebrate that one thing everyone's been waiting for, the arrival of spring.
You know that feeling, right? When winter's chill finally breaks? Well, that sense of anticipation is exactly what this festival is all about. It's like a massive, collective sigh of relief and a huge burst of joy all rolled into one amazing day.
And this festival, Vasanta Pañcamī, just explodes across the Indian subcontinent in these brilliant shades of yellow. It's meant to look like the blooming mustard fields and feel like the golden warmth of the sun. It's basically a giant visual announcement that, yes, spring, the king of all seasons, is officially here.
Okay, so what's the story behind this ocean of yellow? Let's dive a little deeper into the traditions and the symbolism that give this festival its signature golden color.
Well, the name itself pretty much tells you everything you need to know. Vasant means spring, and Pañcamī means the fifth day. So you guessed it, it's celebrated on the fifth day of the lunar month of Māgha, and it's the official start of the spring season.
But the color yellow isn't just for decoration. It's packed with meaning. It symbolizes those gorgeous, blooming mustard fields, the warmth of the sun, and all the energy of a new season. And get this, it's also the favorite color of the goddess at the very center of this festival. So, it connects the natural world directly to the divine.
All right, moving on. Now, while the festival is a huge celebration of nature waking up, its spiritual heart is actually dedicated to something totally different, and that is the pursuit of knowledge.
It's believed that the goddess Sarasvatī, who is the deity of learning, was actually born on this day. This was the start of her journey to bring wisdom to the world. And because of that, this day is seen as incredibly auspicious for starting, well, pretty much any new educational or creative project.
And her influence is just massive. As the goddess of all creative energy, she's honored by artists, students, musicians, really anyone who's looking for a little inspiration or a blessing for their studies.
So think about this. What's a meaningful way to mark that first moment a child enters the world of learning? Well, Vasanta Pañcamī has an absolutely beautiful ceremony for this exact thing.
The ritual is known as Vidya Arambha, or Hate Kori, depending on where you are. It's a child's ceremonial first step into the world of education. It's this incredibly profound moment, blessed by the goddess of knowledge herself, that celebrates the beginning of what everyone hopes will be a lifelong journey of learning.
Okay, so let's check out how these big ideas, renewal and knowledge, blossom into this rich tapestry of celebrations all across the subcontinent. Because every region, of course, adds its own unique flavor.
You can really see the festival's diversity all across India. I mean, in Punjab, the sky just fills with kites. That's a tradition made popular by Maharaja Ranjit Singh. But then you go to West Bengal and schools literally become places of worship. Students bring their books and instruments and place them at the feet of Saraswati's idol to ask for blessings on their studies.
Even the decorations themselves are just soaked in meaning. Marigolds and mango leaves are seen as auspicious. They're believed to absorb negative energy and invite prosperity into the home. It's all about turning your home into this serene, welcoming space that really reflects that spirit of renewal.
So, here's a really cool thing about Vasanta Pañcamī. It's more than just a single day of celebration. It's also a beginning. It actually starts a clock ticking for another major festival.
Yep, 40. This day marks the official start of preparations for Holi, the famous festival of colors, which happens exactly 40 days later. So that festive energy, it starts with Vasanta Pañcamī's kind of quiet, gentle yellow, and it just builds and builds over those 40 days, until it culminates in the joyful, vibrant chaos of Holi.
What's amazing is how the festival's spirit of renewal goes way beyond just a single faith. Sikhs celebrate it as a joyful spring festival, a tradition that was really encouraged by Maharaja Ranjit Singh. And then there's this fascinating cultural blend where some Sufi traditions trace their observance back to the poet Amir Khusraw. The legend says he saw Hindu women carrying yellow flowers and adopted the practice to cheer up his grieving spiritual master. How cool is that? Just a beautiful syncretic tradition.
And wait, there's more. In some traditions, the festival also celebrates Kamadeva, the god of love. The story goes that he shoots these arrows made of flowers and bees to wake the world up from its long winter nap. It stirs passion and causes nature to bloom all over again. It just adds this whole other layer of meaning to the day's celebration of renewal and creativity. This question really gets to the beautiful heart of Vasanta Pañcamī. It suggests that the renewal of nature and the awakening of the mind Well, they aren't separate things at all. They're deeply intertwined. It's a day that reminds us that creativity, new beginnings, and the search for wisdom are all part of the same vibrant, colorful cycle of life. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.